Good morning, League City. This is John Griffith, your Public Information Officer at the League City Police Department, and I just wanted to go live today and talk a little bit about some of the issues that have come up surrounding the city ordinance that was put in effect, and then a lot of misinformation and information that's gone out that isn't completely understood, and just calm a little bit of anxieties and issues. I mean, this week has been long going, as everybody's restricted in what they can do, not able to get out and do the things that they're used to doing. Kids are stuck at home with the parents, which is difficult for the kids and for the parents. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of things here and address some of the questions that I got from citizens. First thing, people have been concerned about traveling and driving around League City, and are they going to get stopped? Do they have to have papers or a card or something? This is not a problem. This is not even something that should be an issue. In League City, the chief has stated that that the ordinance and the state order are not things that we're going to stop people for. If you're driving around, you're not going to get stopped. You're at no risk for getting stopped. A lot of people have said that they need to go to the grocery store or they need to take care of a family member, and do that. We want you to do those things. Now, of course, if you're out in the public, you got to be aware of cross-contamination and know that this virus is something that is easily transmittable. So we want you to be safe, but don't worry that you're going to get out and get stopped by police or get in trouble for police for something like that. That's not going to happen here in League City. People have asked about a curfew. There's no curfew in place anywhere in League City or Galveston County. You can be out if you have to work during the day, if you go shopping at night, whatever you are doing, as long as you're using safe practices, then you can get out and do those things. People have asked about walking, and walk your neighborhood, go to your park. One of the things that that you do need to be concerned with is that people, and including the city, is not cleaning the park's equipment and your neighborhood parks. You need to be aware that there could be contamination involved in some of those things. We don't want you to be exposed. We want to reduce the risk that you get exposed to something. Somebody asked about walking their dogs. Of course, walk your dog. The dog is probably tired of being at home with the whole family also, and so we suggest that you do those things. Now, be aware that it has been put out that the COVID-19 can live on a dog's fur for a certain number of hours, so I would avoid petting other people's dogs. That's a precaution that I take with my family. So we want you to be safe. Also, the essentials are open. Here at you see people coming and going. There's people walking by here on the sidewalks. The stores are open, drive-throughs, takeouts, all those things are open. So if you need to get food, if you need to go to the grocery store, you don't need to hoard. Just remember that these things are open and available for you to use. There are some food trucks that, as long as they're permitted, can be in the area. And also, somebody asked about the ice cream truck. Unless you're getting in the truck with the ice cream man, or you're eating your ice cream in the truck with them, you're fine. You're able to buy things. You're able to take home your food and enjoy it. But remember, what the orders say is you've got to stay away from other households. So we want you to be aware of those and take those precautions. How long is this going to last? Well, it's going to last until it's over, until we get through this. As of right now, we have set our ordinance just a few days past what the county has said and the state. We don't know how long this is going to last. We're just taking this one day at a time. It changes hourly. So so we had a question: if we have a boat in a marina, can we go to the marina and hang out on our boat? That's not a thing that's restricted. You have a boat in a marina, it's yours. your boat, if you can stay on your boat, if you want to do that, that's fine. Just remember that you're not allowed to gather. You're not allowed to be with other people from other households. Okay, cross-contamination. Can I go to Walter Hall Park and walk around if I stay away from other people? Don't talk to anyone. Well, I mean, we want you to stay away from other people. You don't have to not talk to people, but remember your distance. When you're spending time with other families, you stand the risk of socially contracting the disease. And this is what some of our latest cases were, people that didn't know how that they got the virus. Okay. So one of the other questions that the people asked was the fine. And there's been a little misinformation put out, maybe a little misleading. So in Texas, a Class C charge has a range up to $2,000. So if you run a stop sign, if you get stopped for speeding, the charges are up to $2,000, which is what the violation of the ordinance that they put into effect is, up to $2,000. But in each city, the judge sets what the fine amount's going to be. So in League City, the municipal court judge set the fine amount for the ordinance at $1,000, equal to what the state has for the governor's order. So we did not make, even though we had the chance to make it up to $2,000, we did not increase the fine amount for the municipal charge. It's the same as what the state has, but with the municipal charge, we have the option to write someone a ticket, whereas the state charge would mean that somebody would have to go to county jail. They'd have to bond out. So we don't want to write any tickets. We're not going to stop people to write tickets. We don't want to do those things. But it's there so that people understand that it could happen. The Assistant Chief of Police, James Spencer, says, "It is not our intention to make the current situation worse by causing unnecessary hardship. We always intend to educate before using enforcement as a means of compliance." We've had some people post that citations were already issued for this without giving warnings, and we're unable to confirm that. I've contacted the municipal court and the police department, and there's no record of us writing any citations. So I want people to relax and reduce your anxiety. Let's see. We have a question here. Going to Home Depot and Lowe's considered essential? Yes. All these businesses are open, because any business that supplies the essential workers, plumbers, electricians, construction workers, yard maintenance people, you've got food, all those places are still going to be open. So they are essentials. And there's a list of that you can find online. We posted it on the city too. Do you know how many confirmed cases there are in League City? No, I don't have that information. The Galveston County Health District is the one that is distributing all of that information about the number of cases in League City. I do know that there were at least 6, was what was stated by the Chief of Police earlier this week. But the Galveston County Health Department is the one that has those numbers, has the information, and they're the ones that release all this. Will LCPD break up groups of kids playing basketball? Our neighborhood is concerned because this keeps happening. Well, that's a violation of the order. If you got a bunch of people in your family and it's your whole family outside, or I got friends with 5 or 6 kids and they're playing basketball, that's okay. But if people from other families are getting together and socializing, that's a violation of the law, and it's contrary to what we're trying to do here in League City. We want to reduce contact. We want to flatten the curve, slow things down, so that this doesn't explode. An exponential increase is what's going to happen if people don't separate themselves from others. So, is bike riding essential? You can ride your bike. The whole thing is based on socializing and the stores that are open and transmitting. People have asked about boats. We don't have an issue with boats and fishing as long as if you're not involving other people, other families. Okay, so a lot of people people don't want to have anything to do with other people in the first place, so this might not be an issue. I just want you to understand that the city ordinance and the fine is not more than the state fine. It's $1,000, but it's only going to be used as a last resort. 99% of you, of the citizens of you, are going to comply. There may be a small portion of people that don't, and we have this to let them know that that it's available in case that situation is needed. This is a tough time, and it's rough for all of us. All of us at the police department have families and kids, and this is our community too. This is not just a place where we're working. We are embedded in this community and dedicated to serving the citizens of League City. If you have questions, feel free to contact us at the police department. We're doing all we can and trying to keep the information flowing. But we want you to understand that this is something that is ongoing, and we're here to help. Once again, my name is John Griffith. I'm the Public Information Officer for the League City Police Department.